Alright, y'all, so I'm gonna let y'all get a finishing sneak peek look at my plate. Guys, all I have to say is that Thanksgiving this year was a hit. Alright, y'all, so let's start with these unseasoned greens that I had to come and rescue. Ain't no biggie, let's get to it. Okay, so boom, start with your leaves. I chose collard greens for this one. Guys, you can choose whichever greens you want to make, but please make sure you wash them. Give them a thorough cleaning because there's no telling what kind of germs they picked up along the way. Alright, so we're going to start with the roll. Roll it until it's all the way down the leaf. Okay. So, then you're going to tear off small pieces. And you're going to tear it off until it completes the leaf. Okay, boom. Wow. So we got all of them. Now, as you can see, I'm tearing up all of these leaves, getting ready to put them in the crock pot. I'm going to wash them one more time just to be safe. And then, I'm going to put them in the crock pot. We're going to add some water to it. Yeah, jalapeños, y'all need that, the jalapeno juice, all that. You know, gotta add a little spice to it. You guys can add whatever seasonings you like. Alright, boom, plug it in, turn it on. There we go. Now we're cooking. Y'all see it? Y'all see it? Yeah. Alright, so boom. Now that we have this looking right, we're gonna have to add some bacon to it, y'all. Yeah, cut it off into decent sized pieces. Once you're finished with that, give it a spin, and then put the top back on to let it cook. Once it's done cooking, it'll look something like this. This is what you want. Completed greens. Alright, now let's get started on this creamy, dreamy mac and cheese. Start with your noodles. Add some chicken broth for flavor while you're boiling instead of water. You're going to let that cook, and then you're going to drain it. Guys, rinse it with cold water so it'll stop cooking. Grab some evaporated milk, some cream cheese, some shredded cheese. Get those things open and into the pot. Here we go. Alright. I'm going to add some milk. Evaporated milk and regular milk. Yes, I know. Butter. Guys, melt your butter. I was not prepared. Please melt your butter. Alright, so begin adding all of your seasonings. Once you get all of your seasonings in, you're going to add your eggs, and then you're going to give it a stir with the whisk. Don't stir it too crazy, just give it a good mix. That's all it takes. So once that's done, add your cream cheese. Guys, please leave your cream cheese out all day. I didn't do that, and as you can see, I was in trouble. If you let it sit out all day, then it'll make it softer and it'll be easier to mix. So, put this mixture inside your noodles. It looks nasty, but once it melts together and everything cooks in the oven, it'll be delicious. It's going to be creamy and dreamy, I promise you. So, we're going to finish adding our noodles. We're going to finish adding the cheese and the mixture on top. Once you get done mixing everything together and you get all of the cheese placed on top, you're going to put it in the oven to bake. Once it comes out of the oven, guys, it speaks for itself. You know I had to try it. 8 out of 10. Alright, so now we're going to whip up this good cornbread stuffing. First, we're going to start with the cornbread mix. We're going to try to get some of these clumps out before we add our liquids and eggs. As y'all can see, I got most of the larger clumps out, so I'm going to go ahead and start adding the eggs in. Once you add your eggs in, go ahead and start adding the milk. Once you get all of the milk in that's necessary, go ahead and give it a whisk. Guys, I like to bust my yolks first because I feel like it helps it mix better, but you can do it however suits you. Alright, as y'all can see, we done whisked that up. We got out our 2 baking pans, boom, buttered them. Gonna put that cornbread mix in there. Alright, boom. Once we get the cornbread mix in, we're gonna throw it in the oven. Guys, now we need to start chopping up our vegetables. I'm gonna do the onions first, then the bell peppers, and finally I'm gonna hit it with the celery. Once you get your celery going and you got all of these things sauteed a bit, you're gonna want to add in your andouille sausage. This is how I cut mine, just because in my family we prefer smaller bite-sized pieces. So I did it this way and I gave it a good cook. I started to get them brown and then I added in the vegetables. Once I added in the vegetables, it was pretty much a wrap. Now we just had to crumble up the cornbread, add in these 2 different cream of soups, and once we add the vegetables and the sausage to that, it's done. Just mix all of this with the cornbread, and guys, you've literally sat here and made yourself the best cornbread stuffing around. Next year, when you bring this to the family holiday function, people are going to remember and they're going to talk about it. They'll request it every single year. Y'all see that? This is just the beginning. Y'all haven't even seen it bake yet. Let's put it in this pan and get it baking. Alright, smooth that out. Y'all see this? This is perfect consistency for going in the oven. Not too wet, not too dry. We're gonna let that bake, and guys, take a look at this. This was a 10 out of 10. I loved it. Okay, so now we're gonna do the turkey. As y'all can see, it's nice and golden brown. It's crispy, it's buttery. So first you're gonna add this butter to the turkey. You're gonna add it in several different spots and fill it up with this turkey liquid. It's supposed to be liquid butter. It's Cajun, but this process is making me so uncomfortable because look at the meat rising up. And then y'all, that neck bone, can we talk about that? Like, nobody told me about the neck bone. I thought neck bones was just like a separate meal. I'm unpacking the turkey and I'm pulling out things from the inside, and then I pull out this turkey neck and I'm like, I didn't know what was happening to me. I didn't know what I pulled out. A neck bone? Is that a neck bone? Or is that... yeah. Anyway, though, go ahead and add you some chicken broth and move them seasonings around. And once you do that, you're going to add some to the bottom of the pan as well. You're going to add some foil. For this foil, you're going to tint it. That means you're just going to do it just like this. Make a crease at the top so that it's like lifted like a tint. And then you're going to add another piece. It's going to be loose though, because you don't want it to like cook the top of the turkey. You just want it to keep it from getting burnt. Once you're done with that, you're going to move it. You're going to put it in the oven and let it cook. This is what it'll look like when it's done. Let's cut it open and see what it's looking like. Oh, if you guys don't have a thermometer, I use the thermometer, but if you don't, there's that red button right there that you see at the top. That'll also let you know that your turkey is done. That is a big piece. I just wanted y'all to see the inside. I didn't know it was gonna be so juicy and so big. Nobody's eating this piece, guys. We're gonna cut it more. Like, this is ridiculous. Nobody is that big bag. But if you see a big piece of turkey on my plate, just don't worry about that. It's fine. I did try this, not on camera, but it was a 10 out of 10. I promise you, it was so good. Alright, y'all, so I'm gonna let y'all get a finishing sneak peek look at my plate. Guys, all I have to say is that Thanksgiving this year was a hit.